Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We have already started here. Inter Milan have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactical intelligence combined with his pinpoint precision. The guy is like clockwork. You have to have that if you want to play there.
Flings it across. Cruyff. Sneijder. That is good alertness. Benfica, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Albert Ferrer. That's a promising run he's making on the right. First quarter of an hour gone. He has found the way through. Dembele. Benfica keep calm in the face of danger.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Oh, good spread. And he's picked it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Sneijder knocks it into space. And now they can spring out of defence. Beckenbauer is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's been cut out, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Pele! It's a really well-measured ball. He's got full! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
He's got away. Hazard with the delivery. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cruyff. Great vision. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Pele. And he's managed to get free. That's a shade optimistic. That's going to go a long way. Gullit dominates aerially so often. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Dembele had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos gets into some space. Zanetti is there, and he can get that clear. Scholes goes steaming forward. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Now it's Hazard. He's found a way through. And that has put a halt to things. Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's had a hit! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Haaland does really well to win the ball there. Zanetti. Maldini calmly anticipates. Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Beckenbauer. And it's Roberto Carlos. Pass is just off target. And the first half is done. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Benfica just need to relax a little and ease off on crosses, Peter. They have the talent to play with more variety and craft.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Beckenbauer. And he's in on goal. Pelé. Played out to the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Haaland. Haaland! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Scholes. It's Alonso! Oh, that was close. Hullet. Beckenbauer. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Dembele. Chance! It's there!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And they win it back again. Now that looks a decent ball. Hazard picks it up out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Benfica are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition.
Could be danger here. Nicely weighted ball. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now, can they get him away? Roberto Carlos. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Roberto Carlos goes short. The ball goes in. It's a mighty effort! Oh, he's hit the bar! Cleared without complication. Ronaldinho. Played out to the left flank. Lovely feet. Brilliantly cut out. Now then, the ball's come loose. Azar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Roberto Carlos, and it's Baggio. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. The referee's awarded a free kick. Hazard. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. He's picked his way through. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Up he goes! Goal! Benfica! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Certain, searing and imperious.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Now it's Hazard, and it's Maradona. Can he get it through? Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He won't be happy with that one. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. Big header! And it's come back out to him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Maradona. And it's Maradona. That has been slung wide. That's good play. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that was very necessary. Now it's Maradona. Oh, sweet feet. Maldini. Ronaldinho, quietly revving up. Seedorf. To Thuram. We are into overtime. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Ronaldo. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's played it in low.
Look, there has to be more urgency here.
And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of it. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Benfica.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, we're on the way.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
And Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Ah, looks a smashing ball.
Good read, needed to be.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like him.
And that's gone loose. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Beckenbauer. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival.
Over to the left.
Now it's Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal, he's got away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, nicely intercepted. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Gets his head on it! Goal! Eintracht Frankfurt! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
Eintracht Frankfurt have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and risk.
Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Lahm is always looking to play quality balls.
Benfica really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. Great vision. That's an excellent interception. That's travelling a long way. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Pele. Oh, what a real chance! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, shooting chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Thuram. Looking to play him in, and he's picked it up out wide. He has a look up. Bullet! Goal! Benfica! And the comeback is complete. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Benfica get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's tried one! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Yamal. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Roberto Carlos. And that's been drilled in. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Roberto Carlos. Pedri conjures time and space where few can. And it's Roberto Carlos. Van Dijk. Messi. And he's really put himself on the line here. Eintracht Frankfurt with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nicely aimed pass. Neymar. And we hit half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Benfica are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. Goes for a shot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's managed to get free. And the shot! It's in! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Messi tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Thuram tries to clear. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Zanetti. And it's Cruyff. Beckenbauer. That's a cute ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, can he get onto this? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pelé tries to pass it through, and this is Neymar. Pelé has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And here's Baggio. And he's gone backward here. Ibrahimovic. And Yamal. Yamal charging forward, the ball at his feet. Zanetti. Beckenbauer. Now it's Ronaldinho. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, perfectly measured that. Hazard. Takes a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Hazard has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Now it's Yamal. Crunching tackle. Now it's Seedorf. Oh, he's found support out wide. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And this is Ronaldo. Is there any support? He might not need it. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, the ball's gone astray. Roberto Baggio. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Elects to cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Thuram did well to stay calm there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's the chance to counter. Maldini. Seedorf. Knocks it into space. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Benfica clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Substitution for Frankfurt. Number 7.
Eintracht Frankfurt can now introduce
Number
the first of their
23,
substitutes.
Bale. Number 17, Messi. Number 24, Toure. Coming on the field, number 14, Bellingham. Number 18,
It's beyond the defence.
Number 10,
Has not gone well.
Gullit. Number
Hazard.
22,
Benfica
Iniesta.
looking to pass their way through. Bellingham. Oh, easy pickings there. That is a great pick out. And he's running through. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Seedorf. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And this is Ibrahimovic. Yamal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Eintracht Frankfurt really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Threads one in. Ronaldinho gets into a good position. He's having a go! Oh, belter! A finish of true class! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! Reflections on the goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
He rises! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball, and he's in here. He has found the way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ibrahimovic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's that, the end. Benfica have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Goes down, but nothing given. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Can he get it through? Cruyff gets a good foot in there. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to get it clear. It's a throw-in. A probing pass. Now that's well seen too. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as